Hello everyone, Cheryl Ann here. I thought today I would do a little tutorial. This might be part one of making a journal with paper bags. I really love these journals. I have two that are completed that are kind of autumny. I have another one. This one is one of my children's book illustrations. I have another one that I just have to sew in the signatures. And then I made this one for myself. It doesn't even have a cover on it yet, but we'll go through these one at a time and take a look at them. Let me just say that, paper bag journals, if you haven't made one, you should. They are so much fun to make, and you can make them any size. I mean, look at the difference between this one and this one. This one I cut. This is 8 by 8. But the problem with 8 by 8 is that you have to cut or splice almost every page in here now. Like this is scrapbook paper, and I cut it down, and then I put, oh, there's a snippet roll, snippet. And this is just 8.5 by 11. So I try to alternate it with some of the larger papers. There's my scrapbook paper in the middle. I do use my larger papers, my 11 by 17 in here, as well as splicing things together. Like this is where I put, I spliced this with washi tape, and then I spliced this end with the snippet roll. I mean, you can do that. See here, I just put masking tape. I should put washi tape over that. But they're so flexible, and what I love about these is that your sewing machine, you can easily sew over these. I have a number 14 needle on my machine anyway. So for me, these are just really, see, they're easy to do. And this is one I made, I think about a year ago. It was when everybody was doing the rust. We were dyeing our papers and fabric in rust. I made it, and I just never finished it. So I'm thinking about sending this up to the lady who has the ranch where I board my horses, because she loves birds, and every year I make her a couple journals, just so she has a journal or two to write about all the birds that visit the ranch. She's got hummingbirds, she's got scrub jays, she's got crows. She has a roadrunner family. She used to have quail, but then a hawk moved in, and all the quail are gone now. So I'm going to finish that one up and send it to her. But again, see, now this one has one piece of fabric all over there. That's the outside, because she loves birds. And then on the inside, I have the rust colored. That's just muslin. Yeah, I was just checking the size on this. This one is 9 by 6. The other one was 8 by 8. And then I have two of these. Let's check the size. Yeah, these are 12 by 6. I love this size. I made this one, and then it's got a pocket here. Oh, there's a picture of Bodie, our dog. But I love these. Now this one I didn't sew these on. I could have. In fact, I might still do it. But I glued them. So if you don't have a sewing machine, you know, you don't need one. Yeah, I don't think I did a whole lot of sewing on this one. This is parchment paper. This is accounting paper. This is my my 11 by 17. This is composition book paper, but it's in the graph. Oh, here I sewed on. Yeah, I sewed on that huge pocket. Did a lot of stamping in this one. That's acrylic paint. That I just glued on. That's a pocket. But again, for this 12-inch size, see, there's scrapbook paper. Scrapbook paper works well. And that one I just glued. See, I didn't sew it. Some more acrylic paint. Stamping. Yeah, apparently I sewed something on here. Oh yeah, the little corner tuck. Oh, here's a I never wrote anything on October 2021, but I can paint over that, or I can put something on top of it, use it this year. But I love these. Here's scrapbook paper. Here's some, oh, this is scrapbook paper too. A little pocket. This is composition book paper, I think. No, that's just regular lined. I like to have various sizes of paper. That's a book page. There's scrapbook. There's some more acrylic. So you get the idea. Oh, and this. Oh, this was so much fun. Putting all this stamping on. That's a grocery bag. That's part of a grocery bag. And then there's a pocket there, and I left the handles on. Yeah, so this one doesn't have any stitching on the outside around it. It has 1, 2, 3 signatures. So I made that one. And you know me, I love autumn. So this one I sewed on the selvage, and then I sewed all of this onto the muslin, and I glued on the muslin. Because otherwise you have stitching that shows through here on the inside. And see, I haven't done any stitching here. That's all. That's a pocket. And then this is a paper bag with a huge pocket. So there isn't any sewing there. Oh, this one I haven't sewn in the signature. Okay. Some of these sit around for a while and I forget what they are. There's some more of that nice accounting paper. This is composition book paper. More accounting paper. I usually get like anywhere from 15 to 16 sheets of paper in. Now this I gessoed over the back. Oh, this is two paper bags together. So I do stitch around the edges just to hold it so you can see the stitching there. And at the top, oops, sorry about that, and along the side here. So I did put gesso, I let it dry overnight, and then I did the acrylic paint and I let it dry overnight. But everything else here is just glued on. These I stitched down onto the muslin, and then I glued the muslin onto the front. And then when I realized my own personal journal, and I have 5 pages left, I did this one, and the inside's done. Now this is just plain muslin, which I can get on sale like at $3.99 a yard. And then I made a huge pocket here in the front. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this one. This one will have 2 signatures. I might put this in my shop, because I have so many of these now. So, and there's a little one of my, oh, I haven't even glued it in, one of my snippet rolls. Okay, and here's just plain That's 8.5 by 11. This is composition book coffee stain graph paper. There's the accounting paper. This is 11 by 17 paper, and these two are dyed with dilution sprays. Oh, 3 signatures. Okay. That's dilution sprays. Here's a digital composition book paper, regular paper, landscape style, graph paper, composition 11 by 17. So you kind of get the idea there. And then that's 11 by 17 inch copy paper. You check it up at Staples. Another one. There's some scrapbook paper. See, scrapbook paper, if you fold it in half, you've got the height, but you don't have the width. There's some more graph paper, regular paper. So, I mean, you can put all kinds of things. And those of you that have Arizona Highways, that works really well. I think this one is 12 by, it's pretty wide. Yeah, 12 by 9. So I might go ahead and finish this one. I did poke a little hole here in the front, but I just put tape over it. And again, I put gesso on the front and the back. I haven't decided yet. Because there's the label. I didn't want that to show through. And it's been sewn. See, I sewed it along here in the bottom. I always sew the 2 paper bags together right away. So there's that one. And then let's look at the papers I use. This is the composition book graph paper. And these I've either coffee dyed or I usually do coffee. Tea is, to me, is just too light. So there's coffee. And if you use the 11 by 17 inch paper, there's some that has blues and greens. It's got a little shimmer there. I don't think I have much. Oh, this one, yeah. This one, it's on the back. So if you're wondering about composition book, this is the composition book paper that I use. Now, this one is lined, but you can also find it with graph, and it'll say graph. So this is lined. And then this is the graph. I don't know. I don't even know if I have any of this left. I usually run up to Staples or Walmart. And I think these are about $1 now. But like this one has 100 sheets and it's wide ruled. So always check the front to see what you're getting or open it up. And if you just go to the middle pages and what I do is I take my tiny scissors and I just, one by one, I just snip off the sewing because it's sewn down the middle. And then you can just, there, you can just lift that right out. So that's what I use. I use the composition book paper a lot because I'm running out of my 11 by 17. I'm going to have to get up to Staples and buy some more. What I do with this is I save my Amazon envelopes, those bubble wrap, and I dip my papers in just a real light coffee or sometimes even just plain water. And then I don't spray on the papers. I put my sprays down on the envelopes, and then I put my papers down on them to dry, and that's how you get that effect. And like I said, this one was one of the shimmer sprays, so it's got a little bit of a shimmer. You can use watercolors, you can use acrylic, you can use dilution sprays, you can use just spray water with some coffee or some tea. So anyway, do try one. Do try making one. I mean, they're fun to make. They're easy to make. You know, if you mess up, you can always make another one. I'm very considerable. considerate about that because I do mess up once in a while. I've even messed up on a couple of these. And this one I put the little tie here just to keep it together. It doesn't need a tie, but I thought, oh, I want to put a tie on one of them. So I just tied because that's where the two paper bags meet. And even though I did glue it, I just wanted it to be a little more firm. So I just put the little tie in. This is the one I kept the handles. This is the one I cut the handles off. And this is, I think, yeah, this is only the one signature. So I think it has about 19 or 15 pages in it. So I encourage you to try making one of these. They really are fun, and there's so much you can do with the covers. You can just slap some acrylic paint on them, or put some watercolor, or put something on it. But try it. You'll like it. You'll have a lot of fun. So that's the end of part 1. Part 2, I'll take you along when I decide what to do for the cover for this one. It kind of has a sunflower, yellow, orange, green, brown, my favorite color scheme. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet, so you'll get to come along. So until next time, bye for now.